You think dinosaurs were the scariest things to ever walk this planet? Mate, you are dead wrong. You haven't seen anything yet.
We have just traveled back 300 million years. Deep into the Carboniferous Period.
Forget about the T-Rex or the Velociraptor. At least with a dinosaur, you can hear the ground shake when it charges.
You can see it coming from a mile away. But here, in this dense, suffocating jungle,
And it is waiting for you behind every single fern leaf.
Right now, I am standing in the middle of what will eventually become North America, but it looks more like an alien it.
Take a look. Do you feel that? It feels crisp, doesn't it? That is the oxygen.
To put that in perspective, back in our time, it is only about 21%. This supercharged atmosphere is making my head spin a little.
And making me feel like I have got endless energy. But this same invisible gas is the fuel for the nightmares living in these shadows.
it is the reason why the creepy crawlies you squash with your shoe back home have grown into biological tanks and fighter jets here. We are not in Jurassic Park. That place is a petting zoo compared to this. We are in a world where
This challenge on a patrol through these ancient swine ruled the earth.
Long before the first reptile ever learned to walk, we are going to track down millipedes as long as a station wagon and spiders that could tackle a full-grown man.
This is nature at its most raw, its most savage, and honestly, its most beautiful. I am your field guide for Prehistoric Planet 3D. Our mission is simple. We are going to document the giants of the undergrowth without getting eaten.
It is going to be dangerous, it is going to be loud, and it is going to be messy. But I promise you, it is a sight you will never forget.
Before we push through this vegetation, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Consider it your insurance policy for this trip. Stick close to me, watch where you step, and whatever you do, do not swat the bugs. Let's move out.
Look at this place. It feels like we have stepped onto another planet. These trees towering above us, they are not oaks or pines. They are giant club mosses and horsetails, shooting up 100 feet into the air.
The ground beneath our boots is not just mud. It is a sponge of decaying plant matter. Layer upon...
You might be feeling a bit lightheaded, maybe even a little energetic, like you just drank 3 cups of coffee. That is the air talking to you.
In the 21st century, oxygen makes up about 21%. But here, it is sitting at a massive. This high oxygen level is the secret ingredient, the fuel that powers this entire ecosystem.
In our time, the lower oxygen levels put a limit on how big those tubes can get. If an ant grew to the size of a dog today, it would suffocate.
But here, with the atmosphere practically force-feeding oxygen into their bodies, that biological speed limit has been removed.
This environment is essentially a greenhouse on steroids. The dense atmosphere traps heat.
We are not talking about bugs you can squash with a newspaper. We are talking about biological tanks. This is not Jurassic Park, mate.
In Jurassic Park, the fences keep the monsters in. Here, there are no fences. We are the intruders in their living room.
And because insects reproduce so fast, this jungle is more competitive. Every step we take sends ripples.
Shh, stop moving. Do you hear that? It sounds like a lawnmower running right next to your ear. That low, vibrating hum is getting louder. Get down, duck! Whoa, that was way too close.
Look up there, hovering just above the giant fern leaves.
That, my friends, is a Meganeura. She is an absolute beauty, isn't she? But do not let those iridescent wings fool you.
Answer. That creature has a wingspan of over 2.5 feet. Imagine a red-tailed hawk or a crow, but instead
she is the largest insect to ever fly in the history of our planet. Just look at the mechanics of her. She is a biological fighter jet. Those massive compound eyes wrap all the way around her head. She can see us, she can see the swamp behind her, she can see everything. In the Jurassic period, the pterodactyls were the rulers of the sky, but they were clumsy gliders compared to this girl. She can hover, fly backward, and dive at speeds that are almost impossible to track. She is the...
Watch her closely. She is hunting. See how she positions herself against the sun? She is locking onto a target.
Here she goes. Bam! Did you see that? The speed is unbelievable. She snatched it right off the branch without even slowing down.
She crushes her prey mid-air with legs that form a basket trap. It is brutal, it is efficient, and it is happening right over our heads.
This is the reality of the Carboniferous. We are lucky we are a bit too big for her to carry off, but I wouldn't want to test those jaws. Come on, let's head deeper.
All right, keep your eyes on the ground now. The danger up there is fast, but the danger down here is heavy. The mud is getting deeper.
Wait a second. Look at this. Right here in the soft soil. This track looks like someone drove a heavy-duty truck through the swamp. But we know there are no trucks here. These are tracks made by thousands of legs moving in perfect synchronization. Stay low and follow me. We are getting close. I can smell something musky.
There she is. Crikey. Would you look at the size of that animal? She is moving just past that fallen log. She is massive. We are talking about a millipede that is nearly 9 feet long and almost 2 feet wide. That is...
It is hard for your brain to even process it, isn't it? You see a millipede in your garden and it is an inch long.
I'll try and get a little closer. Watch her armor. Her back consists of these tough, articulated plates.
Listen to the sound she makes. It is a rhythmic, rustling noise, like a drum roll on the forest floor.
Now she is mostly a vegetarian, but do not let that fool you. If she feels threatened, she can rear up like a This is the definition of an anti-Jurassic monster.
An ankylosaurus is cool, but this is a giant bug.
Imagine if this thing decided to come into your tent at night.
Okay, she is stopping. She's lifting her head. We should probably give her some space. You do not want to be on the wrong end of a 9-foot millipede with an attitude. Let's slowly back away. Hold on, mate. Do you feel that? The temperature just dropped and the wind is picking up fast. Look!
A storm is brewing. Remember that 35% oxygen level we talked about? It is not just good for growing big. Everything around us, the dry ferns, the dead wood, even the air itself.
Whoa! Did you see that? Lightning just struck that dead tree over on the ridge. Run! We have to move now! Fire!
It is not just burning, it is exploding. Look at the color of those flames. They are blindingly white and blue. The fire is racing through the canopy like a rocket. We need to get to the water. Go, go, go! Don't stop for anything. The heat is hitting us already.
Look at the panic around us. It is total chaos.
But right now, from where we are crouching, it just looks like the end of the world.
Keep moving. We are almost at the riverbank. Jump. Get into the water.
Stay low. Keep your head down. This is nature's reset button. These fires.
But right now, from where we are crouching, it just looks like the end of the world. We just witnessed.
We made it, but look back at what was once a green empire. It is gone. The forest is reduced to ash and glowing embers.
It is not just burning, it is exploding. Look at the color of those flames. They are blindingly white.
That is right. The energy that powers your lights and even charges the device you are watching this video on right.
The reign of the giant insects eventually came to an end. They traded size for numbers, but make no mistake.
So the next time you see a dragonfly, don't just see a pest. Show a little respect. You are looking at the descendants of King.
Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this trip to the Carboniferous, smash that like button. I'm Steve.